Then behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it speed your journey to the inner sanctum. May Ariel's light guide you in your darkest hours. You've arrived at the Wayshrine. Then go forth, child.
But I wonder
May the
what would happen
enrichment
if
of
you drank
Ariel
another vampire's
strengthen your
blood.
resolve as you undertake your
Perhaps
journey
it could
to the
make you
inner
even more
sanctum.
powerful. Or
You've arrived at the Wayshrine of Resolution. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment? You found the Wayshrine of Radiance, Initiate. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his? May the blessings of Ariel protect you as you climb the road to the inner sanctum
what
and
makes you think
final
you're any different
enlightenment.
to the hundreds of others like you I have killed? I must say, time to move, I guess.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow?
You think they are really tough
You've
and
done
special and
exactly
boast
as I
all the time?
predicted, and brought your fetching
Also, don't you just
companion
hate
to
those
me.
people who talk about pointless stuff that they really should keep to themselves?
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end. impressive display, but a wasted effort.
Oh.
You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
Mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? Don't get too far ahead.
Enough, Werther. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, yes, we've heard this sad story.
Putting one foot in front of the other.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated
Why must there always
fools.
be incest inside temples?
Look into my eyes,
Makes me feel a
Serana.
little sick.
You tell me what I
Did
am.
I say incest? I
You-
meant incense.
You're a
It's not really
vampire?
what's up
But
your
Ariel
nose.
should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
Oh, I don't believe those.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You're waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery
Where'd you
is
come
this?
from?
Don't get too far ahead.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this Wayshrine means that Werther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
You know what I've heard in the old tales.
What? What are you talking about?
Magic. The use of
A vampire. I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here. Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Ariel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you. You risked everything to get Ariel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the Chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask. Please, even with... I have been sworn to protect them. For the time being, they will remain open. If remnants of our kind who escaped the betrayal at the hands of the dwarfs exist out there, perhaps they will find this place one day. May Ariel light your path. If there's assistance I can provide, while it would fill me... Now that my brother's dead, there's no need for that. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves, nestled elsewhere on Nirn. I'll also assume Vertha didn't exactly give you the option to stay your hand. For the time being, I will remain here, on the Overlook, and continue. You're always welcome to return here at any time. The bow was said to be carried by Ariel himself, and its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere with it. The bow draws its power from Aetherius itself. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, that's actually only a fraction of its potential. With sun-hallowed arrows, you would be able to produce a much more spectacular effect, causing bursts. The sunbursts would certainly hurt anything. Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function differently. That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it. I can actually... If you were to bring me some good quality... Absolutely. I can only... Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. Certainly. I can only do... I'm afraid I'll need elven arrows if you want me to... I feel... But I'm afraid that they're well beyond... The twisted forms you've seen didn't occur overnight. It isn't a plague or a disease that... The dwarves may have stolen their sight, but it took many generations for them to become what they are today. Perhaps they'll never return to their former appearance. But over the centuries, I've noticed a rise in their intellect. If a line of communication could be established with them, maybe they can find... It's the only way they'll discover that they weren't always malignant. They were once a proud and prosperous race. Farewell, friend. May the glow of Ariel shield you from your enemies.
It's not as shiny as... Still, it's beautiful. Well, before we spoke to my mother in the Soul Cairn, I would have said we bring the bow to my father. But after everything with her, I don't think we can trust him. Are you out of your... The moment you hand over the bow, your usefulness ends. He'll... No, he has to die. We have... Thank you. Somehow I knew you'd understand. Do you need something? It sounds like... That's the last bit of the prophecy. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor can corrupt the bow. So I am. I guess we could use my blood. Do you have any arrows? Elven arrows? No. I think you'll need to find some arrows first. Only elven ones will... I don't think you can ever be... I'm doing my best to not think of him as my father anymore. We've got enough to worry about right now. You stay focused, and I'll worry about me.